Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I thought we could be painting this beautiful landscape that I call the purple sky landscape, and I think we will have fun, enjoy ourselves, so let's start. First, I drew a horizon line with just a regular pencil, and I think I placed it somewhere in 1/3 of my paper, lower third of my paper. And next thing I did is pre-wet the paper, the entire paper, also the sky and the place where the water or sea, lake, whatever it is to you will be. And then I started to paint the sky, and for that I used Ultramarine, Cadmium yellow medium, and Mother Lake red light. And also this violet color is actually a mixture of Ultramarine and Mother Lake red light. And as you can see, I used a larger round brush to cover the larger surfaces of my paper, and now for the clouds I'm using smaller round brush because I don't want a lot of water in my brush. It would spread too much, and I just wanted to spread just a little bit to make that impression of clouds. I think I didn't mention that the clouds are also painted with indigo color. When the paint fully dried, I move on to painting my land and water. And for the land I used raw sienna, and I did not pre-wet my paper this time, but just started to paint on a dry surface. The water I painted with a light wash of violet color, mixture of ultramarine and Mother Lake red light. And after that, with this time a bigger round brush, I'm adding some strokes to make the impression of some waves, shadows in the water. And also in the land I'm adding right now sepia color, just to give it also a bit of texture. After that dried, I'm moving on to painting the clouds, and this time I did not pre-wet the paper, but just with a slightly damped brush and paint I'm adding the clouds to my dry paper, because I do want it to have this harsh line, harsh edges, and I don't really want to look as they're just fluffy clouds, but I do want to make the impression that is just some texture in the sky, deeper texture. So this time I did not, as I said, pre-wet the paper. And after adding the violet color to the sky, to the clouds, I'm adding some indigo color, also mixed a little bit with that violet color to give it some depth to give the depth to my clouds. For the added texture, I'm now picking up the paint with tissue paper. And right now I'm adding some more saturated color to the clouds to make them appear a little bit more layered. I'm not really going for a very realistic look in this painting, but I just want my colors to pop, to make this beautiful dreamy landscape. When I saw my reference photo, I really thought of Africa. I don't know why, I've never been there, but it just kind of reminded me I'm not sure. I think that the sunsets and sunrises there are just so colorful, so vibrant, and I really wanted to give that kind of impression to this painting, and I really want the colors just to pop. And I'm not trying to make any particular shape, any shape of the clouds, as you can see, but I'm just trying to make the depth to that painting, and I want my sky to pop, my colors to be so vibrant, and I think that is the point of this painting. I added a bit of mixture of sepia and raw sienna to my land and also to water. And right now I'm adding just a little bit ultramarine, and again I'm not trying to be precise and to paint real shadows or real waves or whatever in the water, but I just wanted to, well, to be impressionistic, to, I think I said it right, and to again make the color vibrant and pop. And in the right corner I painted the darker part of the water with indigo color, because that is where our tree is going to be, and I think that there is just a little bit more shadow in the water. Also, I wanted to tell you that you can paint as many layers as you like to your sky, to your clouds, and also to your water. You don't have to do as many layers as I did, or maybe you want to do more layers, so that is also fine. Paint until you are satisfied with how many layers and the vibrancy of the color you have in your painting. After the paint in my water dried, I'm using just slightly damped brush and going over the paint, and in that way I'm just smoothing it out, because you can see there are just harsh edges and I really did want to smooth that out. So that is also one technique you can keep in mind if you want to smooth your edges. And especially if you're using a paint that is easy to lift, and in that case you can just do perfect smudging and perfect smoothing of the edges after the paint is dried. I now moved on to painting my tree, and for that I'm using neutral black and a smaller round brush for now, and later on I will also use a script brush. And for those who watched more of my videos, you probably noticed that I love using a script brush for painting trees, for painting the branches, because I have the perfect control with it and how thick and thin my lines are going to be. And I'm also wiggling my brush, and in that way I can get the thicker and thinner parts of the lines and also make them irregular shaped. I also decided to paint a couple of leaves on my branches, and I'm just tapping in the leaves with the tip of my smaller round brush. As the entire painting isn't really realistic, the same thing is with my tree and the leaves on it, so they don't have to be perfectly shaped, and we will not paint every single leaf, but just to make the impression of the leaves on the tree. And right now I'm splattering some paint to add a little bit more versatility to my leaves. And at the end, as a final step in painting my tree, I'm just adding a couple of lines at the top of my branches to make them look as they're sticking out of the trees. Lastly, I'm adding a couple of details to my painting here and there in water, land, and also a little bit in the sky, just where I think it's needed. You can always add to your painting whatever you feel is needed and it would look nice in your painting. And here you can maybe add also a boat, maybe some birds, and well, that is your painting and you should do what you like and what makes you feel good. And don't think really what would anybody else like or what would anybody else do. And with that, I'm finishing off this painting and also of course this video. Thank you a lot guys for watching, for sticking till the end, And if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment, tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like, maybe give me some suggestions, share this video, and if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot and help me grow this channel. Thank you one more time, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!